Hi guys, today we'll be taking a look at two of the adapters that can be used to display your tab to your monitor via DisplayPort or HDMI or display ports, right? So first we're going to take a look at the normal one and we're going to check what are the differences and do you get like a higher output from this or from this, or what are the issues you might face. So let's get started. So we're gonna try using the normal one. I plugged in the display port and let's connect it to here. Okay, let's see what we get. Currently in mirror mode, and it looks like we're getting 120 hertz. Not bad, right? We can play games at 120 hertz, no issues, works fine, right? Now let's try this one. Okay, we've plugged in the display port. Now let's connect it and see what we get. Okay, mirror mode. It's lagging. And look at this, it's coming and going. Right? What's the issue? I don't think we're even getting 120. 60 hertz. So what's wrong? So this issue occurs when you have different DisplayPort capabilities. So this one works on DisplayPort 1.4 capabilities, while this one works on 1.2. It's not because it has lower bandwidth or this has higher bandwidth. It's because this can output, I think, around 4K 120, and I think this one is max at maybe 4K 60. I'm not sure, but if you're having this kind of issues, what you can do is go to your monitor settings. Okay, you'll have something called general, and if you go to general and down, you'll see something called input compatibility version. Now you can see it's selected at 1.4, so let's select it at 1.2 and let's see what happens. So I've selected at 1.2. This is connected. Let's see if we have the same issues as we were having before. See, mirror mode, and it's working pretty smoothly. It doesn't go out, and it's at 144 hertz. You can see 144 hertz. So this was due to incompatibility with the DisplayPort capabilities. So it's not that your hub cannot do 120 or 144, it's mainly your display not working with the hub. So you have to change settings on your display to make it work. Okay, now there are some other issues that you might face. So we have like put it at 1.2, put it at 1.2, right? Now let's try with this and see what happens. Okay, and you can see it's working only at 60 hertz because it's not meant to work at the 1.4 capabilities. And another issue that might happen. So now I've put it at 1.4 and we're getting 120, right? But sometimes you'll have another issue. Let me show you what I mean. For example, you have populated all of the ports. Like for example, I'm gonna connect my Scorpion. Okay, and then you want to you just want to connect directly because these are all always plugged in, and you just want to plug it in. Sometimes it will also get stuck at 60 and not work. As you can see, it just slowed down, and we're working with 60 hertz, although we are at 1.4. So if you plug everything in at the same time, this is especially for Xiaomi pads and the Honor pads, this might get stuck at 60 hertz. So the solution, you just plug everything out, not just this, also the display port. While everything is plugged out, if this happens, then you do this. So you plug everything out, then you plug just this, the normal thing in, and you should see something like reverse charging or something else it might say. and then you plug in your just your display port, and then after the display port you plug in your charger and the other stuff. I'm just gonna connect the display port now. Okay, and you'll see we're back at 120. Okay, now you can plug in your charger, your extra cables and everything. I'm working with one hand, sorry. So now you can plug in your Scorpion and all the stuff, and it's still gonna work at 120 hertz. So bottom line is this: if you have different adapters and different monitors, what you have to do is try different compatibility options in your monitor, and then try out just plugging in the device and then plugging in the HDMI or the display port and checking one by one which works. It might all work, it's just that your compatibility are having issues with the DisplayPort 1.4 or 1.2. So I hope it helps.